Leo, I have just done your tarot reading horoscope for September. And here we have a transition that is going to take place. You're not going to see things anymore the way you used to. And this is empowerment. You've been through it. You know now what you need to do with it. Please listen to the reading that's coming up from front to back because there's lots of information there. Thank you, Leo. Hello, beautiful Leo. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Marie and we're here to bring you your tarot horoscope for the month of September. Let's see what we have for Leo for September, please. The messages are becoming real, straighter up front, and they're messages that you may need right now. Let's see what we have for Leo for September. First energy for September is focus. Number 14, change. Number 14 becomes 5, which is change, and it says focus, Leo. It's going to be more important than ever that in September you focus on what's important. You focus on you. You focus on your breath, your being, your transition, your wants, your needs, your dreams, your goals. Full stop. It's all about you. It's important for you to focus on what's important to you. There's a huge transformation happening here in September for you. I feel here that Leo wants change, and change is going to happen when you focus on exactly what it is that you want to be living, what you want for your life, where you see yourself going. Let's have a look and see what comes up for Leo. Tell me if that's how you're feeling, Leo. There are Leos here that want change. They want change. They want something different. They don't want the same old. It's become too boring, too monotonous. The Empress. Amen. Three of Swords. Ace of Swords, and on the bottom, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit. You have taken some time out to look back on your experiences, what you've done with your life, how you've made your choices. You are now ready to go in a new direction. The Seven of Wands is you may have had to defend your wants, your needs, your opinions with other people. But in September, that changes. It's like you are no longer going to be what other people want you to be or have to defend what you believe in. In September, you have come a long way in your life, your experiences, your dealings with other people. You've been hurt, you've been harshly done by, you've been judged. And in September, you say, that's enough of that now. I've had my time. I've done my deal. I have seen what I had to see. I've dealt with what I've had to deal with, but that's not going to rob me of my happiness. And I'm not going to have to defend myself anymore. It's like you're saying to yourself, I know who I am, and I'm going to stand in truth. The Empress and the Three of Swords. You may have had a huge amount of heartbreak over a loss. This could have been a loss of a mum, a loss of a daughter, or someone of huge importance to you, a sister. For somebody, you have gone through a loss. For others, you have put on hold everything you ever wanted to create, wanted to do with your life, to fit into everybody else's dreams and goals. And now you're not going to do that. You're going to speak your truth with this broken heart that you've had to deal with. You're going to speak your truth. You have faced adversity. You have faced loss. You have faced pain. And now, with all of that, it's made you realize how powerful you can be. Because when you had to face adversity, the sadness, the loss, the pain, no one went through it except for you. This gave you perception and a different perspective on life. You know now that even with that broken heart and that pain and that truth, everything changed everything. And when I say that, I mean that you had to go through that pain to then come out of it, to live your true life, to live your truth. Someone here experienced something and it made you realize how fragile life is, and that from here on in, what you used to deal with, put up with, or have to hear, you will no more. It's like this here opened up your mind to, I need to do what I need to do now. And I am so focused on where I need to be. I'm so focused on making happen what I want to happen. Because life is short. And you've realized that you cannot wait for others to make you happy. You need to make yourself happy, and you need to live in your truth. For somebody here, this could be you with a child. You may have lost a child, or you may have had an argument with a child. And this made you realize that sometimes people need to face the truth, or in other cases, they can't handle the truth. But one thing you're not going to do anymore is pretend. Pretend that everything's okay. Let's see what else we have here for Leo, please. There are changes you're making in September, Leo, without a doubt. The World in a blockage position. 10 of Pentacles. The 4 of Wands, and underneath, the Knight of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the Magician. You're going to create what you want. You're not going to wait anymore. You have decided and you have found out that what you put in, what you expect, and what you dream about, the only people that can do that is you. Waiting for things to happen, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right person, waiting for the right job is not going to be you anymore. You're going to go out and get what you want. You're going to knock on every door until one opens. You're going to put yourself out there. You're going to communicate. You're going to deal. You're going to use that strength and power you have within you, being a Leo, to create and not wait. That's what I've got here. You're the magician and you create your magic. There is no more waiting for you, Leo. You will not wait anymore. Here, when you take that attitude of, I am not waiting anymore, you say, the end has come to me waiting for others to make things happen, waiting for others to decide, waiting for others to make that decision to do something that I want to do now. I'm not waiting anymore. And here in blockage, the end, it's like the world is the end and a new beginning. You're not waiting for something to end for you to begin your life now. It's in blockage. But here, you're very sure about what you want to have, and what you want to celebrate. That's family, that's happiness, that's abundance, that's love, that's everything nice. You're saying to yourself, I'm going to change this life that I've been living, which I'm unhappy about, to this life that I deserve. Life is too short. And I've realised that through loss, pain and sorrow. Tell me if this is you, Leo. September for you is going to be a turning point. A turning point of what really life has to offer. Let me grab that card. Look at that card. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. Not only are you changing what you're doing, not only are you changing the way you see things, you're going to be as real as you can be. Remember, we spoke about the truth. You're going to live your truth. You're going to speak your truth. You're going to say your truth. They're just asking you to be real. Be real with what you want and focus on what is real. What is you? What is it that you want? Be that. Lots of love, Leo. Thank you. Bye-bye.